that's a fun
friends.
anthem to play in the front of the youth music project, Hailey.
I know. But listen, you guys. I need to turn towards you, but it's hard to turn again.
Yeah, you're good. You're good. You want to see a taller stool?
I want to see you.
Okay.
No, this is good.
It's good. Yeah, I
Want an
admit
ottoman or
it
anything?
stinks getting older. It definitely hurts these days when I wake up. My knees hurt.
Yeah, just from sleeping. You
Damn,
guys,
we got
I
a bunch
woke
of
up from
kids here,
sleeping
man.
I want
like
to go
this.
back to their ages. I'm, like a Toys R Us kid. We're never going to grow up, man. I love it.
That's what they
Welcome back
told
to town.
Thank you.
I feel like it's been a while since I've seen you because last time you were here, you had the opportunity to get to work with Jake, which was cool.
Yeah.
And then you and I passed each other running between buses at the Oregon Jamboree last
Yep.
year. It was literally like, hey, see you later. Got to go. Bye.
Good to see you.
Yeah, it was quick. And so congratulations on all the success you've had for the last year.
Thank you.
It's
been
been a wild ride, right? Yeah. I know Jake and I both are excited to find out how you're teaming with the kids here. It's going to be awesome. But I want to take just a couple moments on your working with Lainey Wilson the last year at the Opry. Tell us a little bit about that. That's got to be a magic moment because when you get on that stage, is anybody? I know of a couple of our friends that are here today getting to the Grand Ole Opry. Can I see a show of hands? How many people have been there before?
Oh,
So
I'd love
a
to
lot
see
of you
this.
have. So you know when you walk through those doors how special it is and what the vibe is in that room. Tell us, as an up-and-coming artist, independent artist, what it's like for you to work with an artist, Lainey, who put in her time, put in her hours, and now you're following in her footsteps. What does it mean to you?
Man, first of all, just moving to Nashville, I moved almost 8 years ago. And when you move to Nashville, that is the goal, to be able to get up on that stage. And then to do it with Lainey freaking Wilson? Like, what the heck? So basically, for those that don't know, I got into a program last year with Tractor Supply. They had an emerging artist program, and I was selected out of like 1,000 people to be a part of it. And so I got to do some incredible things, and it culminated in singing on the Grand Ole Opry stage in last October with Lainey. And she like called us into her dressing room and let us hang out and like be a part of the night. And it just felt like everything that I had been working for, everything that I left here for, was like realized that night that I got to sing on that stage with Lainey, you know?
Coming to fruition.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah. I feel like I've worked really hard and I've done a lot of cool things, but to be able to stand up there on that stage and then have Lainey tell you how to do it and show you how to do it. I was standing back watching her whole performance from the side.
Right.
Check 1, 2.
Uh-oh.
Is it a mic?
It could be a chord.
I was just going to say, let me see if I can. You can hear me, though,
Way
right?
to go, Hailey.
Yeah.
You broke it.
We'll share a mic. Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Um, so that was my next question because Jake and I work on the perspective like we get to talk to the artists, and our perspective is we don't get to see that side of the business. We get to see the fun side, giving prizes away, making people happy. But in your perspective, working with an artist like that and learning, what's the biggest thing you took away from her learning that? I mean, there's a lot to do in the industry, a lot.
I think I watched Lainey the whole night. She was getting pulled in 70 different directions at all times, and she still was so intentional with how she was talking to anybody that she came into contact with. And so just to see how she handles being under pressure, like I got to work with her a lot during that week, and anytime I saw her, she was always, you know, doing this real quick, and then in the car ride to her next thing, she was doing a, you know, Zoom call with so-and-so, and like, so just seeing how she acts under pressure and how she's so poised and professional I took a lot away from that, just seeing how she does it.
It's funny, too, because Jake and I are putting something together for next week, and we're trying to work with an artist who's on tour right now, and he's only working Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. And so we're like, but we need this audio. And they're like, guys, you don't understand. Like, there's sound check, they're doing videos, there's stations.
There's literally so much that goes into it. And they're sleeping because they stay up until like 2 a.m. So.
Right, because the energy is so big on that. So another lady that you got to work with is one of my all-time favorites, Miss Ashley McBride.
Yeah.
The difference between the two, is there a huge difference?
No, they're both literally in the best way possible. Ashley is actually who invited Lainey out onto the road years and years ago.
Yes.
And so she kind of like helped her over that wall and whatnot. And so Lainey learned a lot from Ashley, and then I got to watch both of them and how they both do things. And yeah, they're very similar in the way that they're just so poised and awesome.
One of my favorite parts about Lainey is just how immediately when she took like kind of the reins as the queen of country music right now, that she's bringing artists along. And what I love is the fact that you're getting to do this with the Youth Music Project, with what we're doing here today. And I wanted to talk a little bit about, for you guys' benefit, for you burgeoning musicians, let's take it back to like when you first got started. Did you like experience any fear of failure when you were getting started?
You guys, my first show ever, I got to open for a guy named Matt Borden, and he's like, especially back in my young days, I was like 20 years old. I wasn't even old enough to go into the bars. Thinking back to those moments, I was so scared, but I think it gives you the perfect opportunity to show yourself what you're made of, you know? If you go out and do anything scary, you should be proud of yourself, because it's not easy to do that. So I just think back to younger me and knowing how nervous I was in those moments, but I still did it. I still got up there and did it, and that made all the difference.
I think that's such an important part, is when you're just getting started, is taking that first step. Like I'm getting to the point where I don't want to take any step that I don't think is going to work.
Right? Yeah.
Yeah, and I think that's just it's a terrible place to be, and I don't think you should do that, because like it's about that first moment.
Yeah.
When you're
But I think too, it's also important for us to remember that as adults, we also have to do that, because if we don't, you know, we'll get into our same routine, and there is such beauty on the outside of your comfort zone. And that's something that I like to tell everybody whenever I can. Take it from me.
How did this come together with you teaming with them?
So Youth Music Project, where's Christy at? What's
there
up,
she is.
girl? I think it was you that reached out. Somebody reached out to me. Oh, here's your mic. Check 1, 2. Look at that.
Yay.
Give it up for our sound, guys. That's awesome.
Yay, Cody.
They fixed that so quick.
See, that's why we always tell them thank you. It's important.
Literally. They don't see they only see it when it works usually. So. So yeah, I got hooked up with Christy, and you invited me out to come and tour the facility, Youth Music Project facility over in West Lynn. And I don't know if anybody's been there, but if you haven't, you've got to go check it out. This is one of the coolest places I've ever been to. This is a nonprofit that does anything and everything that they can to get instruments into the hands of any child that wants to learn. Obviously, we're not going to like force anybody to learn if they don't want, but there's a lot of eager kids out there that would just literally love the opportunity to get a guitar and just check it out, you know?
Sure.
And they give us the opportunity to be able to do that. They do tuition assistance as well, which is something that is super important, because funding in music is just really hard to come by. So, yeah. I don't think I answered your
Christian,
question.
how old
but-
were you when you started playing? 12 years old. See?
12.
That's perfect, yeah.
Man, and
Look at him now.
Now he's 14 and he's rocking the guitar.
I love that so much.
I mean, the talent. I've been watching you play. We go back a ways, and you tour with other bands. But like your guitar playing is just insane, and you guys are having to get to see somebody that's very, very talented. Is there any guitar players here in the group with us that wants? Okay, very cool. Right
It
on.
is right there.
We have some very cool guitar picks for you, buddy, upstairs
Nice.
from our friends at PNC. We'll make sure you get a handful of guitar picks. So when you get going, we want to see you back on the stage someday. Is that cool?
Christian, are you feeling threatened at all by the talent there in the front row?
There's a lot of
Yeah.
talent in this front row right now. I can smell it. I can tell.
Yeah, Christy, question for you really quick. So how do kids come to you guys to get involved in the system and then sign up to be musicians, singers, songwriters, whatever it is?
They come from all over. So probably the biggest draw for kids is word of mouth from our other students. We've been around since 2012, so there are a lot of alumni out there who are spreading the word about Youth Music Project and helping bring more students to us. We also reach out into the schools specifically to bring kids here for us, just any way that we can spread the word and let people know that we have tuition assistance available for any child who has a need.
And people can come anytime, anywhere, and just write checks to you guys?
Absolutely.
They'll always take your money. Yes.
Jake will attest to this. I always say this because I'm a big believer. I'm like Lunchbox in the morning. I play the lottery weekly. I spend $20 a week, and I keep saying
Which is a lot.
a lot of money, I could be giving it to the Youth Music Project instead. Yeah. Okay. Okay. But then if I don't win and I miss out on the lottery, then I can't give you hundreds of millions of dollars.
20 is
Because
a good start, though. 20 a month is a really good start.
I know, but it is a good. Maybe I'll give 10 for lottery and 10 for this. But I've always said if I ever win the lottery, there's 2 charities that I'm going to give to. One would be a music program, so I can give as many instruments as anybody ever wanted. Because Jake and I were talking about this today, how important music is in our life. When we just need an escape and just something to get away on an everyday of like the worst day ever, I think of myself sitting like on a dock, just listening to music through the radio.
And that's just a consumer point of view, like from consuming music when you get older, as like you're growing and learning music.
Yes.
There's so many benefits just to your brain.
To your brain, exactly.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's amazing. So I will, when I win the lottery, I will buy the radio station, I will give millions of dollars to St. Jude, and I will come visit you. I promise. I promise, and I'm telling it on video right now so everyone attests to it that I'm
It's
there.
here forever.
You can tell Danny's not great with money.
Take it.
If
It's
buying
gone.
a radio station's your first shot, I don't
See,
know.
I don't even know where it went. There it is.
I almost caught that. I could've
Dang
caught
it.
that.
All right, so you have is it a new album, Revival? We didn't talk about this last time
Yeah.
because, again, we were running back and forth between the buses. And I will tell you a funny story. So last year at the Oregon Jamboree, any Oregon Jamboree fans been there before with us? Cool. It's awesome. It's a great 3-day event. But last year, Jake is going to be there this coming Friday. I'm going to be there this coming Saturday. But it's literally like, we need you right now. So we're running from one side of the park to the other, and we were passing each other. And we almost crashed into each other because you were so excited to get to work with Ashley that I literally I'll be back in 5 minutes to talk to you. And the next thing you know, I never saw you for the rest of the weekend.
And she got famous right in that moment.
Yeah, and then I
out of reach.
done, boom, and then I see the new album. So that's cool.
There's a lot of cool. This year in particular has been big for me in releasing music. I've been trying to stay on that every 8-week track and whatnot. So I released Revival. It was actually a month and a half ago.
Okay.
And I'm releasing a song on August 9th that I'll sing here. And then I'm releasing an EP on October 4th, which is the year mark of me playing the Opry. And it's called Dreamcatcher. I'll play you guys the song, but it's all about chasing dreams and all that good stuff. So I've been releasing so much music. I'm very blessed.
That's the way it is now, man.
Huh?
Yeah.
Just the clip at which
It
you
has to
kind of
be.
need to be putting out music.
Yeah, and it's fast. It comes fast.
Yeah.
What caught my eye was the artwork. Who did the design on the artwork?
You're going to be mad at me for saying this.
Oh, no.
AI.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Can you believe that?
It was so cool. I was
Yeah.
like, that's a really awesome
Listen, I'm
album
not
cover.
I don't preach AI or anything, but as an independent artist, there's so many things you have to pay for, and this was just at my fingertips, and it worked out really well. So it's something I'm definitely going to use in moments that I need to.
I think the next time you get asked that question, though, just point at Christian or something. Just
Christian did it.
Yeah. It's like, say Christian, and
Yeah,
I look at my
okay. No, I'm just
tattoo
kidding.
and say, who designed that? Jake did. I'm
Oh
grateful,
my
and I love
gosh.
Jake Daly for it because I look at it and I go, there's my dad and Jake.
What I didn't tell Danny is I just used AI to make that.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. It's
You have anything else for her? Because I just want to hear new music. You guys
All
have any
right.
questions? Anybody have any questions for Haley? Or we're going to talk about it after the show? Cool.
She's coming to your event. Hit her up there.
Yeah. Definitely.
Oh, yeah.
Okay,
I'm
cool.
so excited. I'll talk about that in just a second for sure.
And in a couple years, that guy's going to be doing backup guitar
He's going to be up
for
on
you.
stage with me.
I
Christian,
know, I
watch
love it.
out.
Ladies
Round of
and
applause,
gentlemen.
Hailey Verhaalen.